No, like on it. You've seen like 2 times. Ryan's always going to take it. Take a look. Take a face. What did you say,
No photos, but I'm not sure what is he and what is he. Scott's over there.
But if anyone else gets into it, if anyone else gets about that, it'd be good.
No, you'd be allowed. That's fellow PFLs.
I just need to start. it's four. No, I.
Yeah, no, I was reading that. Right before, like during the second announcement, he goes, let's make this one.
Right. Lane tweeted, make it this time.
Before the day run, make it this time.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's great.
His kicker that day told him he had a torn quad that might not happen. Kicker had a torn quad, didn't tell anybody. Didn't tell anybody because he wanted to play.
No, not this kicker.
No.
13 years ago.
And this guy's from California. It's from Measles. Modern day.
What did you think, Eric? McGrath had his Jason Lloyd one? Barely got that 40. Did it make it? Barely.
I mean, you know what that was? You know, like, it's like the old man who bowls, and he just, like, it goes really...
No, you're talking about the one guy who just hits it 200 yards down the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, just like, I mean...
Yeah. He tees up the land.
A T5 iron with 130 right in the middle.
Bottles, golf balls. How many people here know?
Jeremiah Crawford, he's the backup.
I told Brian he'll be fair by the morning.
Not with West Oxford.
Yeah. How do y'all have so much money? How do y'all have so much money? You guys are like luxury built? This is what I was. Yeah, I think that's poetry. Oh, so I was just wondering if he played the whole song. I think he did, yeah. It wasn't like that. He just didn't get in there. Remember that you said correct? The biggest sort of professional side. I wish it was low, but
Josh, he's ready. He's ready, yeah. Ready. Most greats give it up.
Somebody was lighting up for Jerome and he died. He had plenty around.
Text Bill Martin. You guys close, question mark?
He's gone in 50. He's gotta get on the radio. He's gotta get on the radio. Jimmy, good luck on the radio. Eat some gumbo. If you watch the video of the
Yeah, it's a crazy
I stood right up there on that concrete block. Strategy, right? Hey Ben, go watch the thing I just posted to YouTube. Full Chris. What I do? We're running a 6 for 8 2 yards. What'd you say? I saw the thing I just posted to YouTube. I give you full credit for calling. Yeah, I was about to say.
Apparently, though, the guy
What do you mean at the Notre Dame?
But also, like,
No receiver will ever.
I know.
We're not referring to it.
They're referring to this kid.
I believe it. Like skip
Here's my goal.
What are you gonna sell and she?
Every time.
I'll work.
Oh, no, she was young. She was young. There's no doubt. Even, man, I don't want to assume in 2022, but I think it's fair to say our chances are she identified us.
He said he had been there
I'm waiting on the record.
You are on one tonight. You might not feel it now, but you wouldn't want it.
I haven't read anything about that.
Not that way on the front page. Can you guys change the headline?
Yep. You need it like flush or whatever.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I love random parents.
You trying to fix it yet?
I fixed it.
You did?
Yep.
How'd you do it?
I went in to edit the story and just wrote the headline again.
So weird.
At the end of the broadcast, man? Yeah. Awesome. Video of the fire. That was on the CBS broadcast?
It's the same video.
Tweet that.
CBS.
It was very up there. Yeah. Sure will.
I'll retweet it.
What I meant in my bold was the flowers and the dog combined.
Thanks for being patient with us. Welcome to Coach Heupel's post-game press conference. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions. To ask a question, just raise your hand, and I will call on you. Coach.
Sorry I'm a little bit late. During the week, I don't know that I downplayed it, but I certainly didn't recognize it and felt it and knew it from the moment that I've gotten here. Tonight, obviously, was for our players, but it's for our former players. It's for our donors. It's for our fans. I know how much this has meant to the people of Tennessee and Vol Nation, and so excited that we were able to come out with a win for everybody involved. It was a great night, and man, just I think it just speaks to the mentality, the growth, and the progress of the individuals inside of our locker room and collectively as a team. It speaks to our coaching staff, Coach Golish, Coach Banks, Coach Eckler, our coordinators, and every assistant coach, our young coaches too. Just the growth inside of our program from the time that we've gotten here, the ability to be resilient. It wasn't pretty in the second half. There's a lot of things that we didn't do at the level that we're capable of, but our kids continue to reset and go play and believe and, ultimately find a way when it takes zero to be on the right side of the scoreboard. So really proud of them and excited to be able to celebrate with everybody tonight. I'll open it up for questions.
Austin, Adams, and Dennis.
You go back to Kentucky at the end of the first half last year, last week against LSU at the end of the first half, then right there at the end of the game. You all had success in that 20 or 30 second kind of, getting down the field in a hurry and getting points. Take me through that, and then the scene after the game on the field in the locker room. Can you describe it?
The ability to finish a half or a game the way that we did offensively today and the games that you were speaking about. It starts with your quarterback, him being able to be decisive, take care of the ball. You have to have trust in him. 5 guys up front doing a phenomenal job protecting tonight. That defensive line is as good as anybody in the country. And then guys out on the perimeter making plays. Ramel Keaton, huge catch. Brew setting it up. How about Chase McGrath? Obviously in the middle part of the football game, one that he wants to have back. I went over and talked to him on the bench, and he gave me the look like, get away from me, I'm good, you don't need to talk to me. You know what I mean? He's a competitor, and for him to go out and finish it tonight the way, it's just, it's fitting. So really proud of that. The scene after the game, our administration had a plan, and we're going to try to make sure that our team was safe, our staff was safe. Man, what an unbelievable scene, though. As that thing ends, and shoot, I'm running out in the middle of the field, but you can see the swarm of orange coming down. The orange out was phenomenal tonight, but God, the energy from our fans, man. Student body, our entire stadium, it was electric, man. Ball walk is always the most unique thing in college sports, in my opinion. Until you experience it, it's just words, but it truly is. Tonight's Vol walk is unlike anything I could ever imagine. The sea, when I turned left with my kids, was, so deep. And man, what an awesome night for Vol Nation.
People watched Hendon tonight and wanted to know if he was up to the hype that they had heard. He had 5 touchdown passes, the biggest game of his life. What do you think their takeaway of him should be?
Man, guys playing at an unbelievable level. Smart, tough, competitive, decisive, accurate with the football, short, medium, deep. God, he controlled the game for us and used his feet when he had to. He's the key to the ignition that makes us go, man.
You've probably been in games like this before, but not this much at stake. Could you just describe the hang-on factor as a head coach, as a staff, just with everything around you going crazy?
Yeah, I do. I think our program, our players, our coaches are calm in the storm, and we talk a lot about it. We talked about it this week in 60 minutes. Doesn't matter what it looks like, beginning, middle, and end. And in late third, early fourth, man, it didn't look good, but our guys just continue to reset. And the greatest thing that I can say is, like, when they're coming off the field after something doesn't go right, man, they've already reset. And that's true of the offense after the fumble. Defensively, they give up a score. Like, they're ready to go compete the next time, and that speaks to the culture in the program. It speaks to our coaching staff. You know, I mentioned our coordinators. Our entire coaching staff does a phenomenal job. It speaks to the leadership too, and Hendon's a big part of that too.
Ross, then Blake.
Josh, we saw some pictures from the locker room. How was the cigar?
I smoked it slow, but it was dang good. All right, so it was a great night, man. So much fun. I mean, from former players to, you know, our current players, guys that just finished a year ago that are a huge part of this culture and what this program's been able to do this year. But just that trajectory from last year, and man, it was a great night.
Josh, 2 questions. One, do you remember your last cigar before tonight? And then 2,
I'm going to say no on that.
Okay. Was it your first one?
Mm.
Yeah. Also, I understand the one game at a time approach in college football, but after this result, will you take a moment to talk with your team about big picture, what this result could unlock?
Big picture, this means that we are the best team on the field this game, and that is our goal every single week. There's so many uncontrollables. Control what we can control. It doesn't change from week to week, and this journey is just beginning, right? Good teams get better throughout the course of the season. You know what I mean? We're halfway, right, of the regular season, so we're just beginning. You know, we got guys that got to get back healthy. We got to continue to improve in all areas. You guys, you know, saw there's a lot of things starting with me to our players that we can be better at, and we're glad to get this one, but this is just this one. Enjoy it today. Tomorrow our staff will flip the switch and start correcting things at 10 o'clock in the morning, and our players will flip the switch on Monday. But everybody should enjoy it tonight.
Joe, Ben, and Patrick.
Yeah, Josh, just in terms of great games you've been involved in as a player or coach, the ups and downs, the great plays on both sides, where would this rank?
This is a great one. It's special. You know, obviously the opponent, the way it transpired, you know, back and forth and being on the wrong side of it for most of the fourth quarter, and then guys resetting and finishing it the right way. You know, special for Chase to finish it the way he did, and obviously the 2 big completions too.
There's a lot of talk Florida week, a lot of talk LSU week outside of the building, just with the magnitude of the games, and obviously this week as well. Why do you think this group in particular has been able to handle all the outside noise and not really let it affect their preparation in the play on the field?
I think we have good leadership within our locker room. It starts there. You know, coaches aren't a whole lot different year to year. Leadership inside of it, accountability. You know, I think that's a huge part of it. We got special leaders on both sides of the football. I think that's a big place of where it starts. This group just, you know, continues to believe, and they've been smart enough and mature enough to be able to be real and understand what the video looks like and continue to improve. Their practice habits are one of the reasons that I do love this team. Like, they enjoy being out on the grass together and competing and getting better during the course of the week.
Troy and Ivan.
Coach, with Jalen Hyatt and 5 touchdowns, is this sort of the role you envision for him being able to exploit?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever plan on that, you know, right? Like,
Big picture of the whole season, the way he's played, and tonight too.
Man, I think that's just one of the great stories. A year ago, you guys all know he wanted to be a great player. You've heard me say it. He's worked to be a great player this year. Preparation meets opportunity. You're ready to go smash it. Tonight he had opportunities, and he played really good football, man. Really special what he did tonight, and obviously Hendon being a huge part of that too.
Josh, was there something on film that y'all felt Jalen could take advantage of in their secondary, or is it as simple as a good player making plays?
Good player making plays, you know. They're good structurally and obviously have good personnel too.
Josh, I know you obviously have heard a lot for 2 years about Alabama. Was there something you saw tonight during the game or post-game that really made you understand you didn't know it at all?
To be honest, I probably got a better sense of it last year, walking off the field, seeing the smoke in the stands, and understanding the magnitude a little bit. This is one of the games. It was the first game that I heard about when I got here. I think you talk to different generations of Tennessee fans, and you might get who the biggest opponent is. I think that's one of the unique things being here. Alabama is certainly one of the ones that is circled every single year by our fan base. So our players and our staff understand that. Knew that going into the week. One of the things that I did like about this team is like during the
Then Reese in the back.
Josh, over here. Last 2 games, you rushed for nearly 500 yards, giving up 1 sack. What is it about this offensive line that's putting it together the way you have the last 8 quarters to be the more physical team on the field?
Yeah, it starts with Coach Ellerby. Does a phenomenal job with those guys. They've continued to grow together. Fundamentally, they've gotten better. Communication, we've been fortunate that we've been able to have guys play at their position. Our left tackles changed back and forth a little bit, but we've had some consistency. And so, they've continued to get better at pass and twist games off in pass pro, being better in combinations, run game. Our running backs continue to get better, too, delivering blocks, pressing line of scrimmage, and making good reads and cuts. And so it's all of it together. But obviously the offensive line, is where it starts for us. We got to be able to run the football. We're able to do that tonight at times.
After the game, Tyler Barron sought you out, hugged you. Where does that hug rank, and what does it mean that a player come out, and what does it say about your players, how much they love you, I guess?
No one hug from a player means more than another hug, right? I don't want to get in trouble. All right, let's make sure I put that out there. Tyler, just just a unique path and story, right? And his ability to gain trust in us as a staff, myself, and our defensive line coaches, Coach Banks, and continuing to grow up as a player and as a man. His best football's still out in front of him, but it's a great testament to him and his growth as a player and as a person. Just proud of him, man, and there were a lot of great moments tonight. You get a chance to enjoy the success of tonight and appreciate each other. It was a lot of fun.
Wes, then back to Austin.
Josh, when did you know that you weren't going to have McCullough and Haddon tonight, and got a couple guys go down. William Wright's in there at the end of the game.
Yeah.
A walk on, how tough was it at DB at times tonight?
Well, it was just obviously there were a lot of moving pieces and guys moving from up front to back, corners rotating, guys not being available. Kamal was ultimately a game time decision, and so other guys had some preparation late in the week to be ready for it. Just unique scenario here where we had to play a bunch of guys, and I thought they all stepped in and were ready to go compete and be an opportunity to learn and get better from it.
You talked about the look that Chase gave you after the extra point.
Yeah.
What about post-game, post-make?
Yeah, great hug. Super excited. Got a chance to see his family too. What a great moment for him, and as a specialist, sometimes you don't get a ton of opportunities. He got a chance to take advantage of it tonight. Really special. Just to, his journey, how he got here. One of the first guys that our staff recruited, overcoming obstacles, injuries, and has done a phenomenal job for us.
Last one, Rob, and we have players right outside.
Coach, just can you put into words what a win like this can mean to this program, considering where it was when you got here?
Yeah, you can look on Cumberland and see the excitement and what it means to our fan base. You can, for us as a team this year, this is it's just the beginning. We're in the middle stages of it. There's a lot left out there, and we got to continue to improve. At the same time, it has a chance to continue to build, focus, urgency, belief, preparation. If we handle it the right way, for our program, think it just continues to elevate. And Rocky Top special, it's why I wanted to be here. You know, the fan base, the game day environment, the pageantry here in Knoxville. This is college football as absolutely as good as it gets anywhere in the country. And to be able to showcase it to recruits, for it to be on the national stage, we're just in the beginning stages of this thing. And I think you can't imagine a more exciting time to be a part of something, and as we continue to build this program.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Y'all need your kids. You guys good on water? Chase. Yeah, water.
Sure, that's not mine.
Okay, I'll take that from you.
Appreciate it.
I'm good.
All right, everyone, we will take questions for these four guys. Please raise your hand, and obviously, let whoever you want to ask questions, let them know. We'll start with Ben, then we'll go to Adam.
Jalen, early in the season, I asked you if you felt good about kind of your first 2 or 3 games, and you said you hadn't done anything yet. Do you feel like you've done something after tonight?
I mean, you know, I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, I'm just happy Vol Nation came out just to see the support. You know, I'm happy for everybody here, and you know, I'm proud of the coaches, the players. You know, reading me to the right spots. It's a lot that goes into it. You know, it's just not just me, but you know, I'm just blessed to be here.
And just from your perspective, why were you able to have so much success tonight? And then Hendon, why was that connection so great tonight as well?
You know, it's a lot of things. The looks that they were giving us. You know, me and Hook, we were on the right page. You know, as far as what we were looking at, and not only that, just him trusting in me. Like I said, I'm just blessed. You know, this is what we needed. You know, it's been a while since we beat Bama, so you know, I'm glad we got the win.
We're going to have a lot of questions, so try to keep to one question per person. Adam, you're next, and then we'll go to Austin and then Pat.
Chase, how did it feel when you missed the extra point and then when you made the field goal?
Yeah, obviously you don't want that to happen. That's something that really hasn't ever happened to me, you know. But, you know, just wipe it onto the next kick. I knew there's going to be another opportunity later on in the game, so just really tried to move on from that and focus up for the next opportunity.
Pat and then Austin.
Chase, Coach Heupel talked about, and he tried to come over and talk to you, and you kind of like, no, I'm good. By the way, you're the only one that's still in Jersey.
There's a lot of stuff.
For all you guys, scenes in the locker room, scenes on the field, can you describe it?
Yeah, it's amazing, especially with this fan base, you know, for, you know, all those years, and for us to be able to come out with a win tonight and see everybody's reaction, you know, it's a real blessing, and it's an awesome night. You know, that's just how we prepared. We didn't prepare thinking we were going to lose, you know, at all. We came in here confident. We came in here like it was another game, like we always do. You know, the players here, they know what to expect. I mean, when you come to the SEC, especially Tennessee, you know the guys you have to beat, you know, when you sign that letter of intent. So, and we did that tonight, so I'm blessed.
How special is this win for this team, this season, and for this program, big picture?
Yeah, you know, we approach every game the same. Just another day at the office, and that's how we approached it today. You know, determined to just go out there and execute plays and play 100% for our brothers to our left and our right, and that's what we did tonight.
Joe. Yeah, Chase, on the winning kick, how did that feel coming off your foot?
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't my cleanest hit, but you know, had full confidence in Maddie, my snapper, Paxton, my holder, and that the line was going to protect me. So, you know, really just going out there and just focusing on doing your job, and you know, we were able to get it through, and that was good.
So Brent and Dennis.
Yeah, you guys, Coach just talked about your resiliency and you don't flinch when something bad happens. He's obviously very aggressive in how he coaches the game. He doesn't flinch. When did you get that vibe from him, and how important has that been for your guys' growth, that he relishes big games like this and doesn't flinch?
Yeah, that's something that's preached upon day in and day out. You know, wipe the play, move on to the next play, take one play at a time. So we hear that, you know, 100 times throughout practice, and that's what we strive to do. You know, we just want to make sure that we're doing our job to the best of our abilities.
And Chase, 2 questions real quick, but did you get a sense it was tipped? Because it looked like it was tipped, the kick. And what other options did you have after USC? Where'd you come from?
I don't know if it was tipped. It may have been, judging off that ball flight. But, yeah, and really Tennessee, I wanted to come here because just, you know, the tradition here, how amazing the fan base here, especially what the coaching staff brought in. You know, also I had my friend Valus Jones, who was already up here, who I lived with for 2 years at USC, and we were really close. So that was really a big reason why I came, and it was a seamless transition.
Right over here. Chase, to your right. When was the last time you hit a game-winning field goal?
The last time I hit a game-winning field goal was my freshman year of college. So back at USC, it was against Texas.
We'll go back to Pat, and then we'll go to Austin.
Jalen, you kind of touched on this a little bit. Did you think coming into this game that you were going to be able to treat it, or maybe you did predict you had 5 touchdowns in this game? Did you think you were going to have some matchups with safeties and things that you could take advantage of?
You know, I to be honest, I didn't know I was going to have 5 touchdowns. You know, that's a lot. But it was just the looks, you know, what they were showing us, you know, what we came to the sideline and, you know, what we thought, you know, what would work against their defense. You know, it's a lot that goes to it, you know, just as far as how we game plan, how we prepared. You know, we knew we could execute on big plays. We knew that was, you know, coming in the game, we have to if we wanted to win this game. And like I said, I'm just proud of everybody in the locker room, man, and we're on to the next.
You look at that last 9 seconds, and you started Virginia Tech, and Bruce started USC, and you started USC. Is that kind of a perfect synopsis of modern-day football? I mean, with the transfer portal, you guys just step right into a rivalry like this and make those huge plays?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess so. We came here to do a job, and you know, we work our tails off every day to do that to the best of our abilities. So, you know, we expect to win, and when we come out on the field, you know, we're going to give 100%.
So Wes, and then right here.
Trayvon, I guess, you know, with no Jalen tonight, no Haddon tonight, and then a couple guys get hurt during the game. Guys are moving around. William Wright's out there on the last drive. What was it like trying to keep everything kind of pieced together and who was where in the secondary?
That's just kind of something we prided ourselves on since the off season. Next man up mentality. No matter what, we all practice hard, we train hard, we love each other. So no matter who's out there, man, we got to go out there and execute.
Also for Trayvon, can you run us through that last defensive drive? It seemed like you guys were able to get some good pressure on Bryce and force some bad passes on his part. Was there anything you guys were doing different on that final drive to try and get him off the field?
Nah, man, we just taught to play all 4 quarters till the clock hit 0. We got some good calls in from our coach. We executed. We not gonna stop playing until the game over. So maybe it looked like the guys kind of came off harder or whatever the case may be, but nah, man, that's just something we pride ourselves in. No matter if it's first quarter or the last play of the game, we got to come off hard, ready to go.
We'll go Joe, back to Adam, and then in the back.
Yeah, Trayvon again. What about for you, the last scene, those moments right after the win? What does this mean to you?
It's indescribable. Just the stuff that I've been through, these guys been through. It's just something that's been built from off season. It's just something that we worked so hard for. It's definitely history. We'll never forget this moment. I'm glad it was with these guys, every guy in the locker room, every coach, every member, staff. It doesn't matter. It's just something that it's indescribable, bro. It's an amazing feeling.
Jalen, you caught a couple balls where you're catching it and you're running toward the crowd. They're up, and that roar of the sound. Can you explain what that experience is like? What does that sound like on the field?
Yeah, you know, when you're on the field, you don't even hear it. You know, I black out when I'm on the field, so you know, the only thing I'm worried about is the ball. You know, where the ball at. You know, that's what I. You know, when I hear the crowd is, you know, when I score or when they score. You know, that's when I hear the crowd. You know, or I'm on the sideline. But when I'm in the moment, you know, I black out. You know, I don't even listen to the crowd. You know, looking at the signals, looking at what they're in coverage-wise. You know, and just try to execute.
Go in the back and then go down.
Hendon, this was a long time coming for a lot of people in that stadium tonight, but for this team in this particular season, what does that win mean for you?
Mm-hmm. You know, like I said before, it's just another day at the office. We got some things to clean up on Monday, and you know, we're gonna come back and prepare for UT Martin. This is a business. Anybody can win on any day, so you got to come to play every day.
I want to know, when was the last time all four of you guys smoked a cigar, and you all smoked a cigar tonight?
I didn't smoke a cigar, but you know, taking pictures with my teammates.
You didn't smoke?
No, sir.
Why not?
I just don't smoke cigars.
Trey.
I mean, I definitely smoked a cigar. It's a tradition, man. It's just, like I told you just now, it's indescribable. It's a feeling that I probably will never get back. As far as playing Bama in a regular season game, it's my last year, so it's crazy, man. It's an amazing feeling.
Jalen, Chase, you guys can do real quick too.
You know, mine, I have a different answer. You know, last year, I remember when we played Bama, it was fourth quarter, you know, 3 or 4 minutes left, you know, and you can already smell the smoke. They lit it before we even end the game. And, you know, when you feel a feeling like that, you know, you want to bounce back from that. And they came to our place, sold out. I knew Vol Nation would show out. And just to see what these guys have done, you know, just how we executed, you know, how we played 4 quarters. It just shows how much heart we have on this team. And, you know, we all believe in our coaches. I think that's another thing. And like I said, I'm proud of this group, man. I'm proud of these guys. And we just got to take it next step and just keep going.
Chase, you can do that one, and then we'll go to Ben for the next question.
Yeah, I absolutely smoked a cigar. You know, really, like for guys like my holder Paxton, who's been in this program since I think 2018, and, you know, for the fan base, and, you know, I had to smoke a cigar really with them because it was such an awesome memory, and you know, to get that win for the fan base, for those guys, for the team, it was a blessing.
Hendon and Austin.
Hendon, there's been a lot of positive talk Florida week, LSU week, this week. Why has this group been able to keep the main thing and not get caught up on everything going on outside the facility?
Yeah, we've had a main goal, you know, since January, and we've been working and pursuing that goal this whole time. So, you know, until that goal is obtained, you know, it's no rest. And then after the goal, we still have more work to do. So, you know, just like I said before, it's becoming repetitive, but it's not, though, like, 'cause this is really what we do on a day in and day out, daily basis. So, back to work on Monday.
And then the offensive line, the last 2 weeks, running the ball, protecting you. I think Alabama had 2 tackles for loss tonight, only 1 sack. Everybody talked about Anderson and Dallas and all those guys coming in. Can you just speak to the job those guys have done the last couple of weeks? And really all season?
You know, I call them my security guards. We got front door and we got back door security guards, and they make sure that the perimeter is secure. You know, they push through a lot. You know, push through me getting on them, them being hard on themselves. You know, they come to work every day, no matter how they feel, and I can't thank them enough.
Who's the front?
Front door is Coop. Coop, Rome, and Sprague's. Back door, Crawford and Missy and Darnell.
Chase, you said you felt like you didn't hit it cleanly on the kick. Did you think it was good off your foot, or was there a moment of kind of just waiting and hoping?
Yeah, I knew I hit it straight. I didn't think I had the best contact on the ball, but really just focused on trusting my technique. You know, the snap hold was perfect. They got it down, and yeah, just focused on getting it through.
We'll do 2 more. We'll go to Reese, and we'll finish with Blake.
Jalen, after your 4th touchdown, I ran to your dad and I asked him if he had ever seen anything like this. He said no. He obviously scored a 5th. Where does this rank amongst your games? And when your dad says he's never seen anything like this, he's coached a lot of football. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, you know, this is personally probably my best game, just as far as just everything. But it's just how I look at it. It's just a little different. It just goes with the O-line, the quarterback, the play calling. It's a lot of things that go into it, and like I said, I'm just blessed to be up here. I'm blessed that we have a quarterback in Hook, a leader in Hook, and a coach in Hype. You can just see it. I know y'all see it. It's a different team from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year. It's just a different team, and I think we're finally on the right path as far as what our goal is, and we have to execute that. So we're back on work on Monday.
Mike, last question.
Hendon, if I heard you right, you mentioned you guys have been working toward a goal since January.
Mm-hmm.
What is that main goal you've been working towards?
Yeah, going to Atlanta.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time. Thanks for waiting for